Our life. Tough day for racing. Not do it. Not perform. Tried my best. I got. There was still. But anyway, it was okay because 5 minutes. Back. Yeah, we had. So have a good. That's what we to do. This is my Volvo truck. As some of you. Can you believe this? Seriously. What did you? And that was a police. But actually, to be honest, it is also by law that you have to avoid police vehicles. Yep, that makes sense. Okay, this. That building says World of Trucks. Wrong lane. Like, this is stupid. Completely unnecessary. Six o'clock in the morning, that's great. Damn, Barcelona has so many roads and so many roundabouts. Gets tricky sometimes. Now I am on the highway. These guys will just don't stop and they will just come right on the highway. But right now when I am going to take the highway, they're not just stopping for me. So like, what's the deal? What's the actual rule that has to be followed? Who has the first right? Didn't mean to do that. This time I meant it. That's a lot of money. 30 euros. Euros for such a short distance. We are going to enter France. You know what? Right now we are in Spain and Hispania. Spain, what is it? Spain or Hispania? Yeah, whatever. And now we're about to enter France. There's the flag of France. That's where we have to go all the way to the west of France. Now we're in France, and now we'll have a series of toll plazas. Capital country. On every border, they have tons of toll plazas. What is that? Let's start counting. We already passed 2 toll plazas in Spain. Now this is the first one after we... First one. Let's count how many there are. That's not what I meant. Oh, look at that. That place over there. All about. Oh yeah, we had. Oh, we need a photo. That place. It's called. Oh, look at that. That place over there. All about. Oh yeah, we had. Oh, we need a photo. That place. It's called. Terrible. Here comes the second toll plaza. I thought I'd come across a lot of toll plazas have taken left off from the main highway. Why did you apply sudden brakes? There comes another toll plaza. There it is. Third one. Now he's showing off. You guys are really not smart. See? That reflection in my container body is really bad. It's poor. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my god, that's too big. Look at that car. Yeah, angle is fine. Reflection is big. was the third toll plaza. Hey! What's up, Sonics? And I'm having a very bad time in racing. I really can't control my Mustang. It's not easy. Really stressful. Today I had 2 races, both of them 45 minutes. What's the name of that track? The South African track? Yeah, the second one was a bit better, but still, it was not good enough. I don't have a grip over my car. I don't know if I should change the car or what. But anyway. This is somewhere we relax. Kyalami track? I don't know. It's called Kyalami Grand Prix? I don't know. Something like that. I got better a little bit, but I'm in a 45 minutes long race. I'm still losing by 1 whole lap. Oh, more than 1 lap, 2 laps from number 1. Because those guys, I don't know how do they drive. I don't know what kind of setup they have. Are they on VR or they are on the triple screen? Those guys are flawless. Oh my god, I destroyed my engine. I don't know what kind of setup those people have. And the way I drive compared to them, it's embarrassing. Carrefour. Yes, I'm telling you, it's good. It's really good with ABS 1. I also learned something today, like, I'm not sure if it really worked. It just made sense to me. I tried to do it. It was something new. Like, my problem was, after the first stint when I lose most of the rubber on my tires, it's very difficult for me to get a grip because there is a break in the race. Maybe that's why, or maybe my tires are worn out. Maybe because of the tires that are worn out. So after the stint in a 45 minutes race, it becomes a bit difficult for me So what I'm doing, what I did today, is I drove with one ABS and my normal traction, which is like 5, so I keep traction 5 and ABS 1 for the first stint, and as soon as I enter the second stint, I increase the traction from 5 to 6 and ABS 1 to 2. Yes, it slows me down, but at least I don't lose grip and I don't ram into the wall. Borat's pizza? Borat's pizza. So that really helped, like, because I know I have experienced this so many times. I am always messing things up in the final 2 laps, always. Unfortunately, it happens. It have happened so many times, and it's not intentional. But the last 2 laps, I'm always like very careful these days, not to mess it up again. But usually I do, especially in the long race. If I'm doing really well, I'm going to lose it. So what I did is that when you have the new tires, I cannot reduce the traction, so I just keep the normal traction, which is mine is 5, and the ABS 1. But after the stint, just increase the traction from 5 to 6. Yeah, 4, 5. Now I used to be only 5. Now I will kind of be 5, 6. 4 is a little bit slippery for me. I can't control it. I don't know what setup do you have, but with my T300 RS Thrustmaster, I actually can't control it. Maybe it's not because of the Thrustmaster. Maybe it's because of me. Which is probably. Oh no! I was not supposed to come here. Yeah, this is my thing. Like, for example, usually when I'm not the winner of the race, I never win the race. So I'm always struggling, and I'm always at the back end of the race, and I'm always with the. Wait, I have to take a turn. I'm always competing with the guys in the back. And they are also competing against me, so it's kind of a competition with the backbenchers, among the backbenchers. But I always mess it up. So today I thought that instead of having an accident in the last 2 laps, why don't I just increase the traction a little bit up? So yes, that will slow me down. That can actually help me get a good grip of the car, since I don't have enough rubber on the tires. That was something new. It didn't make me win, it didn't make me go fast, but it actually saved me. Maybe I was just lucky today. Maybe I won't be able to save myself with that traction either. We'll see. It was just experimental. First I thought I should increase the ABS. But then I realized that no, ABS is not working. It's actually the traction that works. And if you have like longer races, then yes, we can play with the traction. And the Assetto Corsa, I don't know how to find good setup for Assetto Corsa cars. Although there are so many races there, but every time I drive, whatever I drive, I can't control it because I don't have a good setup. There is just one car that I actually like, but it's not always available in the lobbies. That's the Mercedes-AMG SLS. That one, GT3, that one actually grips really well. But the thing is that, like, if you're racing in certain lobbies, they will restrict certain cars, so it's kind of difficult to get that car. And that car also, you can drive easily without making certain changes in the setting. Like, You don't have to set anything. It just drives well. Yeah, that's what we do. We are always trying to push as hard as we can to win in the final. Do you remember my last race in the M2 with 2 BMW? That guy in the last corner was really pushing, and I was also pushing, and he knew that I was pushing, but I let him pass. And then in that last turn, messed up. And I took that corner and I beat him. Like, I did not win the race, but like I beat him at least. Do you remember my last race in the M2 with 2 BMW? I guess that is common problem that we all share. We are always pushing too hard in the final lap, in the final 2-3 laps. So there's a way to solve it. And yeah, it was a bit faster. Yes, that is so true. That is so true. It's the guy in front of you is less annoying than the guy that you are looking at in the rear window, in the rear mirror, rear view mirror. He is super annoying, and the fun part is, I even have one video where we were at Spa, and I just refused to win. I just refused to race. My task was only just to be behind this guy, just to annoy him. So yeah, that is very much annoying when somebody is right behind you and you cannot shake him off. That is 100% right, and that is actually where we make mistake. You're so right. You're 100% right about that. I agree. The guy behind you is always annoying. And he is always trying really hard to get away. And he always makes a mistake. Even today in my races, there was another Mustang, a purple Mustang, the second race that I had. He was almost similar driver like myself. He was not that good. And he was also driving a Mustang. And we had the same problem. And he had the same problem. And then at one point, he really got away. But then he had an accident right at the end, and I won. He was then behind by 20 seconds. So yeah, that's like, you have to have a very big heart to not be annoyed by the guy behind you. I don't know, actually don't even know, like, why are we scared of those guys? Are we scared that maybe that guy will rear end me, or that guy will, you know, that guy is smarter or something? I don't know, whatever the reason is, it's super annoying when you can't get away from that one driver behind you. If I was a good driver, like a better racer, all I would do is just stay behind someone to annoy him and let them make a mistake, and then I will take the pole position. Do not overtake the number one. That would be my strategy, but fortunately I'm not even that good. I've been thinking like, my God, I have to go there. I've been thinking lately, I was thinking maybe I should change my car and shift to McLaren again. I don't know if that's the right choice, but like, I really love the Mustang, but it's very difficult to control that thing in the corners. Especially if you have like tricky corners. Most of them are tricky actually, but like, it's not easy. If we go to the McLaren, it has a very low center of gravity and has a very good grip. And acceleration is also high. The only thing that I do not like about McLaren that you have to shift too much. In Mustang, one gear can give you a lot of speed. You never reach 6th gear. You have that much range in every gear. This is only why I do not want to change my car. Oh, why did I do that? And I don't even want to try it, because I'm sure if I try it, I will not be able to drive McLaren again, the Mercedes again. Not Mercedes, the Mustang again. Because switching cars does not work for me. And one more thing about the Mustang that I really like, that if you know, on every corner sometimes there is a yellow bump. If you drive over that bump with the Mustang, it will not be that hard for the car as much as it will be on the McLaren. The McLaren, like, kind of hits it with the body and it bounces off, and it's very difficult to get it on the road again. But for the BMW or for the Mustang, it's quite easy because it has a relatively higher. They're high, and the ground clearance is much larger, which is probably why, I don't know, but which is probably why even if you go over those bumps, those little bumps, you will still have a good control over the car in no time. But for McLaren, I know that one chicane, the first chicane of Monza, where there are 2 yellow bumps, I always struggle there. That's one thing that worries. For Mustang, it's not a big problem. You can deal with it. Yeah, happened to me so many times. That happened to me like million time, a zillion time. This problem, and one if you're racing in the open lobbies, like in the open lobbies of Monza, etc., or Spa, and that has also happened to me so many times that I'm doing so well, I'm in 4th position, or sometimes I'm in 4th position, or I am like in a very good position to get a good to end the race, and all of a sudden some new guy will join the race, and he will come right out the pit lane, and he will hit me. Like, he will be so slow, and he will just slow down somewhere on the racing line, and he will ram me and push me off, and I will lose my position. That too has happened so many times with me. This one, when somebody's pushing me too hard in the last lap, I will lose grip. And the other one, that a new racer will just join in. He will not be in the race. His color will be blue, and he will cost me a race, entire race, so many times. But thanks to LFM, you don't get the new racers joining in during the race, so that's a good thing. Well, if the driver is like of the same caliber as yourself, just like today I was driving with one guy in a purple Mustang. So if he's the same of the same caliber, it's better to give him way and then just follow him. Take a wider corner, let him take the inner corner, and then follow him. Let him see you in your rear view mirror, and yes, definitely he will make a mistake. Sometimes that's my last BMW race, where that guy made a mistake on the last turn, like on the very last turn. That's the same thing that I did. I let him go. I said, okay, you go, I will follow, and voila, made a mistake. Why is it so dark? Ooh, that was so close. I want to play some music really in the live stream, but I'm just afraid of the copyright strikes. If I didn't have a issue about the copyright strikes, then I would have played some of our own music and of disco type music. Well, it's not that I don't listen to. Yes, I do listen to that kind of music as well, but sometimes. But it all depends on mood. Maybe it's my nature, gloomy nature. I don't know, but I just prefer the classical stuff. I'm not sure how to find out which songs will not cost me the copyright problem. I would just check my radio, put your songs here on the radio. Like it has the radio option. Maybe you know about this. This is your radio player. You can put your music in the document, that folder, and then all of your songs will come here, and then you can change your thing. Yes, but if I'm like not live streaming, then sometimes I do it. I used to do it a lot, but that's actually a very good option. You can just change the music from your wheel. Why this game, Euro Truck Simulator or American Truck Simulator, is just to relax. Like, even right now when I'm playing this game, I'm thinking about all of the mistakes and all of the problems that I have at Assetto Corsa Competizione. Like, it gives me time to think about things, so that's why I really like this game. You just go for a long drive and you think about all of the mistakes that you can fix, which you don't fix, I don't fix, but at least you have some time for thinking. Yes, I have. I don't know the name of them. Like, I don't know which one I drove. Like, there are a couple of them. One was the Lotus, and the other one was something else. I drove it on Monza and Spa, but people there are like, that was an open lobby, and people there are literally least professional players ever, and they would ram me. It's very difficult. They would literally ram. I even have one short. I made one short, and in that short there was this guy. Yeah, in that race too, I think I was gonna be the third in the race or something. And in the last turn of Monza, you must remember the last turn. Like, after a straight long, there is a long right turn, right to the finish line. There, one driver was just waiting for me to come, and as soon as I came in, he drove right into the middle of the road and ran me, and then I lost the race. Otherwise, I think I was going to be, for the first time, I was going to be a third in the race at Monza. I have that shot is there in my shorts list. I was really pissed. Then I tried a couple more times, but like, people are driving so crazy there, it makes it like super annoying. That was the first, and I was controlling that thing so good. Usually they have very minimum or no ABS, so it's very difficult to control. That one actually had, but I was controlling the car on the shifts. I concentrated the entire time, and it went really well. But right at the end, like, I could see the finish line. I could see the finish line, but he was waiting for me. That cheeky bastard would have been waiting for me. no, I don't have assistance. I would like to turn on assistance, like some of it in F122, but in Assetto Corsa, I don't have any assistance there. But like there are some cars that you cannot apply brakes on in those F1 cars because it will just lock the wheels. It's very difficult to control them. But then there are certain cars which you can control, which could be controlled. And like literally that one time, I was so happy that I haven't driven this car so long, like for a very long time. Like I don't have any experience with this car, and I was still controlling it at T1 or at chicane or everything. And it was gonna end well, but that one idiot was waiting for me there. And then I lost. And then I think I came fourth. Yeah, you have to be very gentle. Yeah, one, you have to be very gentle with your pedals. Two, you have to control everything with the gears. Everything with the gear. You have to stop the car, use the gear more. You have to race the car, use the gear more. Even you can start with the higher gear to get a good control, and then downshift it to control it. It's kind of tricky. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. But yes, I understand. But still, there are certain F1 cars which are difficult to control in Assetto Corsa competition, Assetto Corsa. But then there are certain, I don't know, because I don't have that much. It's called Lotus something. I don't know what's the name of that car, but it has pretty decent grip. And also, you know, there is this other car. What's it called? P1 cars or something. I drove those cars in Automobilista 2, the hypercar. Their car. I don't know if their car are hypercars or supercars. They also don't have any kind of assistance. They don't have any ABS. They don't have any traction. I don't know how people drive that thing. And I cannot take even single turn. Every time I apply a brake, it will lock the wheel, and car will, no matter how much I'm turning, the car will go straight, slipping straight. Just like the Maserati GT3 in Assetto Corsa Competizione. That's the same thing. I tried so many times to just have at least one lap with that car. I could not. Maserati. Then there was once I saw someone racing at Monza with Maserati. Oh, how? सब से दिल से Yeah, you usually actually mess up your braking zones. That's true. That's why I'm even sometimes reluctant with the Miata MX-5 or Clio or even the M2. You mess up your braking zones, you forget about things, and then it's very difficult for you to come back to normal. This is exactly why I do not want to go to McLaren. Otherwise, I wish I would go to McLaren, because I'm sure if I will go to McLaren after a few days, I'll be missing my Mustang and I'll want to come back to Mustang. But I had to. Do you even know her name? I don't even know. I don't know what her name is. She's just someone. When somebody asks me like, oh, who do you have on your driver's on the passenger seat? And I'm always like, she's some hipster. Backpacking, I'm taking her home. She's always with me. But during earlier days, I remember she would sometimes scare me. Like for the first time when I had her as a passenger, and sometimes when I'm driving at night, oh my God. Sometimes when I'm driving at night, I used to drive at night and I would look at wanted to look at the mirror and there was someone like, oh my God, what is that? Would sometimes scare me off, but now I do not like that seat empty. I'm always having her. It's weird, but it is. Resident Evil, Mila Jovovich. I don't know. I don't know if that's her. I don't know what's her name. Red picture. Added. So. Maybe that's her, maybe it's not. But I think she has a different name. It's, I don't know. Maybe you're right. I just have her. There are other characters also that you can put here. But then there are some characters that are like dolls. They don't move. They're like still, super still, so they're not fun. She just look around and, you know, like person. I like her better. No, that's not a screenshot for thumbnail. That's actually, you know, on the map you see, oh my God. On the map you have like this bookmark, like a video for the introduction of the area, and then there are like landmarks of the places, and I don't know what is this for. It's like a postcard. You have to take photos of buildings. There are the money. Maybe you're right. Maybe a bong. I don't know. That's the first time. I've always been complaining that why the Euro Truck Simulator and the American Truck Simulator does not have a passenger train. Why is it always a cargo train? And that's the first time I saw a passenger train in Euro Truck Simulator. Finally! I've driven all these miles to find these trains, the passenger trains. Now I'm happy. That was for the first time only. have... Why do I keep doing that? Let me take the bookmark that video, the introduction. Let me see if we can do some drifting with the truck if we have enough parking. Oh, that's enough space. We can do that. I have never seen the passenger train. I've always been saying in my live stream that, oh, wait, oh, why did I come here? Where is that video? Oh, there is a video marker. I've always been saying that, why do we have only cargo trains? Why don't we have the passenger train in the game? Today was the day. Okay, let's watch the introduction of this marina. I will not be saying the name of the place because France, and it will have a weird name. It will look like a jokes, but it will be called Do. So I don't know how it's said. There's no name. They're not giving me any name. They give the full introduction. Let's see if we can drift with this car, with this truck. We did in American Truck Simulator. That was huge parking lot. But let's see. Let's have some fun before we sign out, because I have to go downstairs. I have to clean my car because I'm sure it's going to be dusty. I haven't driven it for 2 days and it gets too dusty around here. No, didn't do too well, but let's see. Let's try one more time. Let's do some Forza shit with the Eurotruck simulator. God damn it! Come back again. American truck was the international truck was actually doing a very good job for drifting. Why does it? Why am I doing it? Such clear. Oh, it doesn't shift too fast. If it could shift faster, would have been fun, but it doesn't shift faster because I shifted, but it takes time. There is a huge dead zone in the shift, which is why I can't do it. Otherwise, it would have been fun. And we can't control. We have the differential. What's going to happen if we lock the differential? Is it on? Yeah, the differential is on. Let's see what happens now. Yeah, no, locking the differential does not work too well. It's off now. Anyway, that's it. My driver is tired and Ada Wong. Now I know your name. I never knew your name, so you must be tired as well. So let's just go. What's that guy doing? Woo. Where is the rest area? Is this the motel? American motels are really bad. This one is really beautiful. Wow, look at that. Like a museum. That is really difficult thing. My friends and my brothers, my cousins, when they used to watch me race, every time they would be like, okay, just do something interesting like drift. And I was like, no, in racing in GT, you do not drift. You will lose your tires. And they were like, oh, okay, I thought that you could drift. Drifting is cool. No, drifting slows you down. It, there are so, I learned a lot of drifting. I mean, I didn't learn, but like, I got better with drifting when I started playing the Wreckfest, because like I said earlier, the Wreckfest has the amazing control and physics. I love that game, and that game actually gave me a lot of confidence with drifting. And then I further polished it in um, Forza 5. Forza 5 can also help you with that. But then I also have one drifting game. It's a Drift X something. I don't know. Car Drift or something. I bought it actually in last summer, but I didn't play too much because I'm kind of stuck with Assetto Corsa, Corsa, Euro, and American Truck. I just do not play those drifting. Otherwise, it's very difficult. Like it has its own science, and my brother used to ask me like, I've seen people doing it pretty well, and I'm like, yeah, they can do it. I don't know how they do it, but it's not an easy job. Drifting is not easy. Some people think it is. Yeah, don't drift in. You don't let your car drift in the F1 racing. You don't let your car drift in the GT racing. No, that's not the thing that you cannot do that. Yes, you may do just a little bit in rally racing, but rally racing it's not because but yeah, you can still do it there because usually those are very short races. They're not like 45 minutes, 1 hour, 1.5 hour race, just like in GT. So you have to be very careful of air conditions. So you should drive. My second race today was good in a sense that I did not slip too much, which is why I kept my tire pressure constant. Really good. Not as good, but still like good enough. So people don't know that. There's so many people who don't who are not into racing. They don't know what they will just look at the car, go, take, and but other people who actually knows what's going on, they love watching. So that's all for today for me. I have to go downstairs and I have my car because I'm sure terrible conditions. I did not yesterday. Today at night, if we have dew, then that dust will turn into mud and everything would look like I just came from a. That's my thing. I have to clean my. It's UAE. You cannot just go out and park your car on the start. So the best that we can do is just dust it off. I might do a couple of races before I go to sleep, but I do not go into social media. Just, so anyway, I will just go and maybe I'll have a race, but I might not be able to. Anyway,